What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We got the sweep yesterday on the free picks. Taking a look at our plays, we had our man LeBron. We took him over assists. He cashed us out whether you played his original line or his discounted line. We had Ja Morant. Morant cashed points and assists. He cashed both his original and his discount as well. I will say Morant was sweaty. He only had 6 points and assists in the first half. In my opinion, he was chalk. I thought he was chalk. That's the reason you don't give up on these plays, guys. He come out and had 30 points pretty much in the second half. Dude dominated, cashed us out. Hunter Brown cashed out his pitching outs. And then we had Nestor Cortez, who also cashed out pitching outs, which left us with a 4-0 sweep. Some of our wins yesterday on our VIP. We cashed this slip over here, Charlie Morton and Taiwan Walker over on Underdog. That cashed us out 75 for 150. Curry and Lopez cashed us, a little double up slip on Sleeper, cashed us out. And I will go ahead and say, guys, we played like 5 slips yesterday in VIP from me and Ace. And we just played a little bit light yesterday. We had some stuff going on. We had a really ugly slate as well. So we only played like 5 slips. We cashed 4 of the 5. The only one that missed, I had Lakers money line. Lakers couldn't pull off the win for me last night. But we had Ja Morant and LeBron over on, this is directly from the free picks. On parlay play, 75 bucks, won me 175. So if you guys were able to tell that slip, you did cash out. And then we cashed Gobert and Bam over on parlay play as well, 75 for 198. So nice little wins on parlay play. The rest of these slips did come from our mods. So the mods had a green day as well. Our boy Charles cashed us out right here. LeBron, Schwarber, and Morton over on Prizepicks. Our MMA guy, Thor, catch us out right here. A 3-man parlay over on Bovada. He won $313 off these 3 legs. Dude dominates MMA. And then obviously we had Lewis and some other mods cash us out as well. I'll show you tennis here in a second. But Platinum Cookies cash us out here, $50. And then this is our tennis. I did show these yesterday in the video. $50 for 500, $100 for 500. Then Lewis cashed 2 1.5x plays over on Prizepicks as well. So overall, yesterday was extremely green. Now, I do want to go ahead and pick our winner from yesterday's video to win a free month of VIP. Then I have something I need to go over real quick. Some unfortunate news. But anyways, if this video gets 250 likes, I'll pick a random comment down below to win a free month of VIP. So make sure you guys drop a like, leave a comment, hit the sub button. You got to be subscribed to win, and let's pick our winner from yesterday. So winner from yesterday's video is going to be for Jesus Alvarado, who said good day on the free picks with a green check. Yesterday was about as good as it gets on the free picks. 4-0 sweep. Love to see it. We needed that. It's been a couple rough week on the free picks, especially with these ugly NBA slates. Hopefully we can sweep again today. Got 4 more picks for you guys. But Jesus, send me a message on Discord. I'll get you added. Appreciate the love and support from every single one of you guys. Now, and gals. So now we're going to get to the unfortunate news. This is our Patreon, guys. So as of right now, our Patreon page has been removed. Patreon is trying to get away from sports pages. They took our page down with no warning. They completely deleted our account. I can't get in to get any information on people who have signed up. Whatever. They took our money. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. So, that being said, if you guys do want to join VIP, as of right now, you have to go through our WAP. Link to WAP is down in the description. Anybody who was recently on Patreon is going to have to move over to WAP. I can't check when your VIP ends. I can't do any of that right now. I did appeal our deletion over on Patreon. So if Patreon accepts our appeal and they bring our account back, which honestly is not looking good for that, then it's going to be straight WAP, and it's going to be pretty chaotic trying to get you guys back in. So you're going to have to bear with me on the people who are on Patreon right now. But for now, go through WAP, guys. WAP is down in the description. If you want to join our VIP and get all of our plays and cash out with us, you do have to go through WAP right now. The Discord's free to join. You can join the Discord for free through WAP or by clicking the Discord link down in the description. We'd love to have you guys. If you guys do want a free month of VIP, the free month still works exactly the same. All you have to do is sign up for any of our partnered apps. Those apps include Better, Parlay Play, Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, NOVIG, or Dabble. Any of those 7 apps get you a free month if you guys sign up and make a minimum deposit with our code. So just send me a screenshot. I'll get you added. Send me the screenshot on Discord. I will get you guys added. And I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Sorry for the confusion with the Patreon. I'm going to leave the link in the description, but it's going to say this page has been removed. If it comes back, I'll make an announcement in the video. Hopefully I get some news today. I've been reaching out to them. Patreon support is not the best in terms of replying. You don't get replies for days sometimes, and it's really unfortunate. But anyways, guys, that being said, let's jump into these free picks for today. So we're doing it the same way we've been doing it, and I need you guys to tell me, do you want me to continue doing these 2 MLB, 2 NBA plays? I can maybe make it 3 MLB and 3 NBA to try to mix it up slightly. I can try to do 2 separate videos a day. I can do 1 MLB video, 1 NBA video, but I'm just telling you, the ugly NBA slates, NBA is not, until playoffs start or play-in tournaments start, NBA is not going to be as consistent as MLB. I'm just throwing it out there. We cashed both of them on both of them on both sports yesterday. I'm hoping we can do that today, but it's still not a great slate. So let's take a look at this slate real quick before we jump into any plays. We're going to start in NBA, but looking at the games, we got Jazz and Pacers. I mean, a lot of these games have high spreads, so I don't know how close these are going to be. Got Kings and the Hornets. Last time the Kings played the Hornets, they got beat by 42 points. Blowout. If it's another blowout, obviously Kings players are going to go under. I wanted to take Sabonis under 38.5 PRA. He got bumped down. Kind of worried me. Didn't want to take it again. Looking at this, we got Suns and Celtics. I think that game could possibly be okay to target. Durant is sitting tonight, so that makes the Suns have, I mean, there's a lot of blowout potential in that game as well, so that one scares me. Booker might be a good play. Maybe Bill's a good play. You got Cavs and Spurs, probably going to be ugly. Thunder and Rockets. This is one play I like to target, or one game I like. Both teams are high seeded right now. Both teams are good, and I think this game could stay competitive. We got Trailblazers and Bulls. Nuggets and Warriors should stay pretty competitive, honestly. Warriors are on a back-to-back, but they're playing at home. Maybe that one goes well. Mavs and Clippers could stay competitive. Probably not. Clippers are probably going to beat them. Then you got Lakers and Pelicans. Probably going to be a blowout. But looking at these games, guys, I already told you the first game I like is going to be from the Thunder and the Rockets. So I like this game. Think it's a good matchup. Think this game the starters will actually play their original minutes. So this is why I'm targeting this game. So the first pick I took for today is going to be for our man Amin Thompson. Now, I almost took Thompson's PRA discount the other day, and they ended up blowing out, who was it that they played? The Jazz. So they ended up beating the Jazz by 37 points, or 38 points right here. You can see Thompson only played 27 minutes. He's averaging 33 minutes in his last 10 games. If this game stays competitive, he's going to get a lot of minutes. So what I like today is I like Thompson's RA. So I'm taking him over 11.5 rebounds and assists. You can see he's cashed at 7 of his last 10. He's averaging 13.6 rebounds and assists in his last 10 games. If we take this to his last 20, he's still cashing at a 75% hit rate, 13.8 rebounds and assists per game. Now, obviously, if you go to the whole season, he's only averaging 53% hit rate with a 11.98 rebounds and assists average, which is still over the line that we're taking. It's a good line. They are playing OKC. OKC is a tough matchup. They have a good defense. If you want to take Thompson's PRA, I do not dislike his PRA. I actually almost locked his PRA in first. It's 26.5. Now, the reason I decided to go against PRA and go with just rebounds and assists is because the hit rate doesn't really change. He hasn't been putting up a lot of buckets, and the buckets he's been putting up, he's been making. So he's been shooting like 60% for field goals. You can see here. We'll just click points real quick. So you go to field goal attempts. You can see he's averaging 11.3 attempts, shooting 56%. Some of these games got well over to 60%, 77%. So shooting 60+% against OKC is probably not going to happen. So that's why I decided to go away from the PRA and go with the rebounds and assists instead. So what I'm going to do is you can look at his last 20 games. He's averaging 35 minutes per game over his last 20. If you go to the season, he's averaging 32 minutes. I'm going to take this game, and I'm just going to put it at 30 minutes. So if he plays 30 minutes, that gets rid of all these blowout games. He's cashed his 73% on the season, averaging almost 14 rebounds and assists. So Thompson has been consistently cashing this line as long as he's getting minutes. He should get minutes tonight. Playing against OKC, look at the rebounds and assist defense. They give up 21st in the league in defense and rebounds and 4th in assists. So they have a bottom 5 defense and assists. and a bottom or a top 5 defense in assists and a bottom 10 defense in rebounds. So they give up quite a bit of boards. If you go to small forward, stays about the same. They do have the best assist defense in the league to the small forward position, but it goes up a little bit in rebounds, so they have a weaker defense to the small forward in rebounds. Go to power forward, it kind of goes the opposite, worse in assists, or worse in rebounds, better in assists. But anyways, I like the matchup regardless. We're just going to look at the overall for this play. Rebounds 21st, assists 4th. Amon Thompson should be able to give us 11.5 tonight. I think head-to-head data with 30 minutes, he cashed his only game versus OKC. He had 19 RA with 15 boards. So if you want to take boards, maybe you could. If you look at Thompson overall versus OKC, he's only cashed one of total 6 games. This season, he has 3 games. And he ended up missing all 3 games with 8, 7, 8. But if you look at minutes, 29 minutes, 26 minutes, 24 minutes. He was not playing big minutes. They got beat by 19 here. This was a close game. He still didn't play big minutes. So he stepped it up. He's getting big minutes. Injury news. Rockets are missing Dylan Brooks. Thunder missing a bunch of players. Nobody really that's major right now other than Jalen Williams, who's been out. But anyways, I like this play for Thompson. Gonna lock him in. You can get him on parlay play, I know for sure. We'll go ahead and pull it up just to show you guys. Highly recommend you guys play parlay play if you haven't. If you don't have this app, if you sign up right now, if you make a $10 deposit, they'll double your deposit. They'll give you an extra $5. So for $10, they give you $25 and you get free VIP. So you're getting a $50 value for $10. Highly recommend you guys give it a try. Thompson, 11.5 rebounds and assists, 1.68x over here on parlay play. If you pull it up on Prizepicks, I don't know that they have his RA, to be honest, and it might be at 12, but we'll see. So they don't have RA on here at all. They do have boards if you want to take boards. I like assists and rebounds a little bit better than just rebounds personally on this play, so that's why I locked it in. So I will pull this up on Predictive Profits. We're going to see what they have. Predictive Profits has this line. They haven't projected to go over on rebounds. They don't have just assists or assists. So you can't look at that. Obviously, they haven't projected to go under on points. On rebounds, they haven't projected for. Let's go and take a look at that. 8 rebounds with a 56% hit rate out of the 10,000 projections it gives. So projected for 8.17 rebounds. If he gets that, he should cash assists as well. He should cash us out. I like this play for man Thompson, and I got him locked in as pick number 1 of the day. Jumping into our second pick of the day. Told you guys, looking at the games again, the only other game that I really like on the slate, I mean, there's a couple that are okay possibly, but the other one I really like is going to be Nuggets and Warriors. And I'm going to take a sip of my drink real quick. Make it a little bit easier to talk. But I'm taking our man Joker. So taking Jokic. I'm taking him over boards. Locking in his rebounds. I'm just going to click a prop and then scroll over here and click rebounds. So, and if you guys want to use this platform, the platform I'm using right now is called OUTLIER.bet. This is the one I use a majority of these charts and stuff that you'll see me use. And it is $20 a month. You can get a 7-day free trial right now if you use our link down in the description. I highly recommend it. I literally use it on every single prop I research. I will take a look at this, and that's how I pretty much look at matchups, especially if I'm curious about injury news and stuff. You can just click injuries up here. And you can pull up all the injury news. So you can see the Nuggets, Brown, Gordon, Joker, Murray. All of them are game time decisions. So maybe they sit. If they sit, you don't gotta. If Joker sits, you ain't gotta worry about this. But I ended up buying him down to 10.5 rebounds. So took him over 10.5 rebounds. Last 10 games, he's cashed out 6 of his last 10. He's cashed at 65% of his last 20. And he's cashed at 66% on the season, averaging almost 13 rebounds on the season. Head-to-head versus Golden State, he has cashed at 3 of his last 5 games. If you look at this season, he only has 1 game this season versus the Warriors where he had 10 boards on the dot hooking this line. But other than that, he has a 60% hit rate, averaging 12 boards. Some of these games he's got well over the line. And the 2 that he missed, he barely went under. Looking at Golden State's rebounds defense, 17th in the league in boards. Go to center position, 26. So they're a bottom 5 defense in terms of rebounds allowed. They give up 13 rebounds allowed to 13 rebounds per game to the center position. I like this play a lot for Joker. I bought it down by 1. If you want to take his original line, you can. But I decided to go with this play myself. So Joker, boards, you got a 1.5x payout at 10.5 and a 1.8x at 11.5. So if you think he gets that 12, which he could, then you can get it there. But I would hate to get hooked on it, which is why I bought it down. You can play these two together over on Parlay Play for a 2.5x. 100 or 75 bucks wins you 189. That's probably an exact slip that I'm going to lock in if you guys do want to tell. But that is going to be our second pick for NBA. I will pull it up over here on Predictive Profits. If you guys want to try Predictive Profits, this platform is another one I use for research. I look at it for projections all the time, and you can get a 50% discount on your first month if you sign up using code ACES. But anyways, guys, they got Joker projected to go over on everything. If you click boards here, Joker's projected for 12.5 boards, which would cash his original line and his 10.5 line. So everything looks good for us on there. And that is going to be our second pick for the next two. We will be swapping over to baseball, so I'm going to clear this. We're going to jump over to MLB on every platform really quick. And let's jump into our first baseball play of the day. So the first baseball play of the day is going to be for our man Flaherty. So if you're new to baseball, his name looks like Flaherty. So if you hear me say Flaherty, it looks like Flaherty. That's what you're going to see if you're looking for his name, if you're struggling to spell it. Jack Flaherty, taking him over pitching out. So I love these pitching out plays. You guys already know that. I'm taking him over 17.5 pitching outs. If you look at this, and you look at his last 10 games, you're going to be like, holy crap, Flaherty is terrible. He's only cashed 3 of his last 10. If you look at his 2024 season, he cashed it 52% of his 2024 season. Now, they are playing against the White Sox. It's not a bad matchup for our man Flaherty. If you look at Flaherty last season, he went 13-7. He averaged 3.17 ERA, which is 3.17 earned runs per 9. So for every 9 innings he pitches, he gets 3. He gives up 3 runs, which is good. Low threes is a good ERA. Innings pitched, 162 innings. So he had a lot of innings pitched to keep an ERA that low. Flaherty's got to be a decent pitcher. Looking at strikeouts per 9, he's a high strikeout pitcher. He gets over a strikeout per inning pitched. So if he pitches 6 innings, he's going to get more than 6 strikeouts on average. And if you look at him versus the White Sox, so he played the White Sox 1 time last year, or it shows 2 times last year. He only has 1 on here for some reason. But 2 games last year, he had 18-1, and he hooked it the second game. So 17 the other. Pitches, he pitched 87 and then 98 pitches. So they're going to give him pitches. If you look at his pitch count for the entire season, he averaged 92 pitches per game. He can get high 90s, low 100s if the game ends up right for him, and it could happen for him this game. So looking at that versus the White Sox, what I was saying, he's 1-0 versus the White Sox. It's actually 1-1. Don't know why this isn't updated, but shows 1-0. Earned runs per 9, 1.54 ERA, which is phenomenal. Innings pitched, 11 innings versus the White Sox, and then strikeouts per 9, he gave up 11.57 strikeouts in those 9 innings, or in those 11 innings. So well over a strikeout per inning pitcher. Gets less than a walk per game on average, and dude has been killing it. So I like Flaherty. The only game this season he pitched was his first game versus the Dodgers. Now this is versus the Dodgers. Dodgers, probably the best team in the league. Let's be honest. Got some of the best batters, good pitchers. They are a stacked team right now. The Dodgers, he pitched 17 outs with 83 pitches. Majority of pitchers are going to come back for the 6th inning if they're at 83 pitches and they pitch or would finish that inning. Maybe he was getting lit up. I don't remember exactly what happened during that game. But 83 pitches, majority of them's going to finish that inning. He should have finished the 6th inning versus the Dodgers. He didn't. It is what it is. He should pitch 6 innings tonight versus the White Sox. I don't think he's going to struggle that much. And I'm taking Jack Flaherty over 17.5 pitching outs. Now, the payout on this one might not be the best. So it's a 1.46x. Actually a little bit higher than I expected. So Flaherty's a 1.46x right now on Parlay Play if you want to lock it in. These pitching props are never going to be like 1.7x. They're always going to be 1.5, 1.6. If they're projected to go under, you might get like a 1.9. But these work a little bit different than NBA. It's original. It's not like a discounted line or anything. It's just that's just the line to go over 17.5. So I like that play a lot. I don't know that you can get this on Prizepicks. Let's see. So no, you can't get it on Prizepicks. You can take strikeouts. Like I said, 4.5 strikeouts is good. 7.5 I probably wouldn't take. But 4.5 is a good number. He's probably going to catch that gobbling strikeouts if you lock him in on that. 6.5 sweaty. If you took him at 5.5, 5.5 probably a good line for him. But anyway, Jack Flaherty is going to be our first MLB pick and pick number 3 for the free picks over here for today. So jumping into our final play of today, we're jumping into another pitching out plays. I'm going to keep running these pitching out plays while they're cashing me out, and right now they're cashing me out. They've been very consistent. There have been the ones we've missed have been hooks. I don't think we've missed one pitching out prop and it'd be a blowout. They've all been hooks, all been super close, and some of them are just getting, like, some of it's stupid bullcrap. Like that Flaherty play, if I would have had Flaherty and he got pulled at 83 pitches, I'd have been pissed. But anyways, last pick of the day is going to be for our man Vasquez. Taking Randy Vasquez over 14.5 pitching outs. This one's not going to be a good payout. I can go and tell you this is going to be pretty much the goblin of the day. But his original line's 15.5. Projected to go under 15.5 or it's 50-50. I'm taking him over 14.5. So if you look at Vasquez, he's cashed 14.5 in 8 of his last 10 games. On the 2024 season, he cashed at 65%. And then on this season so far, he just pitched a full 6 innings versus Atlanta. Now, the Braves are a good hitting team. They have a lot of good batters. I will say, obviously, Acuna Jr. being out is a big loss for Atlanta. And Atlanta has struggled big time this season so far. They haven't won a game yet, but they still got good batters, man. So for Vasquez to go 6 innings versus Atlanta, that's going to be a good matchup again today versus the Cubs. I think he's going to go over or pitch at least 5 innings versus the Cubs. If you look at his 2024 stats, he went 4-7. He had a 4.87 ERA, which is not very good. He pitched 98 innings and he had 5.69 strikeouts per 9 innings. So he's not a high strikeout pitcher. He's not a very good pitcher, but he should be able to pitch at least 5 innings. So looking at him versus the Cubs last year, he pitched 4 innings. He had 2 earned runs per 9 innings, which means he didn't give up many runs. You can look at head to head. The score was 3-2. He may have got into some trouble. He was at 83 pitches when he got pulled in the 4th inning, which is or in the 5th inning, which is a little bit weird. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in that game. Maybe he gave up like 3 or 4 hits or a few hits and had the bases loaded or something. They decided to pull him because he was struggling. I don't know. You can't never tell with baseball. But anyways, Vasquez versus the Cubs. He had 12 strikeouts that game, which is phenomenal, obviously. And he only walked 1 batter. So overall, I think Vasquez pitches 5 innings tonight. His first game versus the Braves, he pitched 92 pitches, 90-plus pitches in 5 innings is not hard to do. Now, going that 6th inning, it gets a little bit more sweaty for that. But overall, last season, he averaged 84 pitches per game. He has some games he gets over 100. His leash isn't short in terms of if it's going well for him. They're going to let him pitch, but they will pull him if he's struggling. But I don't think he's going to struggle enough to not pitch 5 innings tonight. It's my personal opinion. Or today, 2:20 p.m. I'm taking Randy Vasquez over 14.5 pitching outs as our last play of the day. So I'm going to pull this up over on Parlay Play. You can look. You can't even get him on Parlay Play actually at 14.5. I wouldn't touch the 15.5 personally. I wouldn't go with that. But well, it's not a bad play. He might start the 6th inning. But if he's at like 85 pitches in the 5th, they're not going to pull him back. So you got to be careful with this one. I could see him starting the 6th inning. I really could. He might go full 6. I don't know. It depends on how good he is. He's not that great of a pitcher. But obviously, compared to the good pitchers, if you compare him to me, he's a phenomenal pitcher. But anyways, 15.5 outs. You can risk it if you want. I locked it in on underdog. So we got this play. We played Flaherty and Vasquez on underdog. You can get it there if you want. But you can't get him on Parlay Play right now. Let's see if he is on Prizepicks. This might be an underdog only play for now. Underdog or sleeper. You might be able to get him on sleeper. But that is our 3rd or 4th pick of the day. Randy Vasquez over 14.5 pitching out. So recap of our plays, guys. We got Thompson over 11.5 rebounds and assists. We got Nikola Jokic over 10.5 rebounds. We got Jack Flaherty over 17.5 pitching outs. And then we had Randy Vasquez over 14.5 pitching outs as well as our 4th pick. We're sweeping again, guys. We're going to be 8-0 tomorrow when we make our video. Make sure you guys lock these in. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Hope you cash all your slips. Join our Discord if you haven't already. Go sign up through our WAP, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.